What's up, everybody? Let's give you some dates here. I'm on tour. Check salvulcanocomedy.com for everything. The 26th and 27th, I'll be in February. I'll be in Madison, Wisconsin, at the Barrymore, and at the Chicago at the Vic on the 27th. May 21 and 22, San Diego and Los Angeles. Los Angeles, a big one at the Wiltern. And then these new ones just announced, and they're all on sale right now. I got Louisville and Evansville, April 15th and 16th. Tulsa and Oklahoma City, April 23rd and 24th. Rochester and Syracuse, June 10th and 11th. Milwaukee and Minneapolis, June 17th and 18th. And then Hampton Beach, June 24th.
There you go, baby.
Oh, Chattanooga, March 12th, because me and you.
On March 11th at the Ryman Theater in Nashville, Tennessee. And then ChrisDComedy.com this Friday, rescheduled. February 26th, Borgata. I think both shows are sold out or almost sold out. So thanks for coming. But see if you can get some Tiki Wikis. March 4th, Royal Oak, Detroit. March 5th, Gramercy. Special taping, New York City. March 11th, the Ryman. And then March 18th and 19th, we got the Moore Theater and the Rev Hall in Portland and Seattle. And March 25th at the Wynn in Las Vegas, folks.
Yeah, today's Thursday? Yeah. Tomorrow I'm in Madison. And Saturday I'm in Chicago. Come the f*** out.
Don't be a fake. Don't be a flake. Don't run away from your feelings, babe. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Don't be
Na. Yeah, you're all over.
What is it? Na.
I think it's na. Hey, babe.
Got it. Okay, got it. Let's go. All right.
What is it? Na. Hey, babe. Goodbye.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Let's do it.
Na. Hey, babe. Goodbye.
What's up, everybody? Hey, babe. Mark Norman's here, folks.
Hey.
Comedy.
Welcome to lunch.
We sang that when my grandmother died. We called her Nana, so we just went na. Goodbye.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, the other side of the family at the funeral was like, "What the fuck?" Jesus.
How'd she die?
Fentanyl.
I thought you said fat and old.
Well, that too, right? Mark Norman, folks, from YouTube special Out to Lunch. Everyone's following your model now. Now, I'm putting out a special on YouTube. Sal's probably going to do a special on YouTube, too.
Hell yeah.
We're all doing YouTube,
doing
baby. This month alone, you're going to have Brendan Schaub, I think Tim Dillon, myself, all drop it on YouTube because, you know.
Really?
Yeah, because even Netflix now. I mean, I would love to do a Netflix, but even Netflix, they only promote it for about a month, and that's it.
It's a big grab bag. It's lost in the shuffle.
YouTube is, hey, it's out there, baby. It's the top of your YouTube page, and what a great special.
And look, you watch mine, then if you fall asleep, it rolls over to yours, and it rolls over to yours, and it rolls over to Tim's, and it rolls over to Shane, and now we're all helping
Now we're all helping
That's
out.
nice.
That's good,
Crossover.
baby. Yeah, man. So, your first time have you been on Staten Island before?
Many times. I used to do Cargo Cafe
Yes.
back when Sal bartended, and you'd be like, hey, I got this little improv group cooking, a little troupe, and we go, yeah, keep pouring the drinks there, Wop. And then boom, 2 weeks later, you were famous.
There it is.
Yeah. And I always remembered how he treated me.
He always did. He treat you good, Mark? Mark always treated me good from day one.
We would do a show in the back room, and he was the bartender.
Who was a nice piece of shit?
Oh, they're out there.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of anybody.
I think everybody, legitimately, so many people that are comics right now, and all people that stopped being comedians were at the car, because I did it for 3-4 years, every single week.
It's still there.
You guys would come, take the ferry, and then just close it out.
Yes.
You'd be like, all right, that's what we're doing tonight.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
you're on the island. Your night's over. But we'd get blackout drunk because comics drank free, and then you just wake up, and you're at home. You're like, shit, I was on a boat, my asshole hurts, I don't know what happened, and here I am at home.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of late nights. A lot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he would be there like once a month. I mean,
And you're like, I got this thing, the tenderloins. We're like, yeah, whatever there. Keep on. Sure, that'll last.
And now it blew up. And then Mark, you got your own version of the tenderloins, and We Might Be Drunk with Sam Morrill.
Yes. Hot Pod, you guys have both been on. That's coming out
We
soon.
did it back to back.
We did.
That's right.
We didn't even
I
realize it.
get there at 6 o'clock to do your pod. We might be drunk, and I'm like, "Hi, that's a familiar voice." And it was Sal in there getting smacked, drinking Japanese whiskey.
Yes.
And then I came in and drank a martini.
Yeah.
And was amazing, dude.
What a great night. We got sloppy together, then we all went to the Gramercy and
that's
sold
right.
it out. And
Did Ari
See, that's
Shafir
a nice
show.
New York. Isn't that a nice New York day and night?
Great night. Beautiful.
What-
we got to realize we're doing great. We bitch and moan. That guy, Kanye West, is crazy. Pete Davidson is my dad. But we got to remember that things are good.
Yeah,
Things are good.
It's pretty cool having a day like that, right?
Great day.
You have your own podcast in your own space, and you hang out with friends and drink. We all go through there. We all do the pod. Then all of us leave, go to a theater, and do comedy.
Sold out theater.
That's what it is.
Great.
But
Tim Dillon
we'll
lives there.
complain because we're on our phones. Like I didn't get enough likes.
Exactly.
How come I didn't get the Netflix special?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, but we got to stop doing that. But I think Mark and I started pretty much the same time. I think maybe a little bit before me, but we came up in open mics together for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, look at, you used to be a janitor.
Yes.
I was a physical therapist.
Yeah, you look like an out-of-work baseball player.
That's
who
what
got
it
in
is, baby.
trouble
Sound like I
for-
got a pinky ring on. Staten Island, baby.
Yeah, this house, man. Congrats. This is beautiful. I feel like I'm on Epstein's Island. There's a pool back there. There's a lawn. You got 8 cars in the driveway. There's
What it
6
is, baby.
kids out there. It's
But I'm
beautiful.
mad I'm not Chet Hanks. That's the thing. I just would rather be Chet Hanks.
You don't want to be that guy's got a lot of problems.
No,
in
but
his
look
head.
at his bod.
Whoa,
Hey, looks hot.
that's Chet Hanks?
Tom Hanks' son, Chet Hanks, is Jack. Vanity, Chet Hanks is hot, right? He's hot. He's
Really?
crazy, but he's hot. Yeah. She's saying he's cute.
He's kind of going into American History X territory a
Yeah.
little bit here. He's going to curb stomp
perfect
a
for
black.
Staten Island.
Why is he in the news now?
He said that he didn't have a good role model growing up. He didn't have a male role model growing up.
He didn't
And his
say
father
that.
is Tom Hanks. Isn't that what he said, Pimpy? Isn't that why he's in the
Tom
news?
Hanks is America's dad.
He's America's dad,
our
but
dad,
just
not
not
his
out.
dad.
Yeah,
he's
it's
America's
his dad.
Or Tom Hanks' son Chet claims he didn't have a strong male role model growing up, but maybe Tom Hanks was. You know what I mean? The thing is like
I wouldn't be where I
it's
am without
tough.
Tom Hanks.
I don't know how good. I don't know if I'd feel like secure with myself if my dad was Forrest Gump. I'd be like, you fucking
Yeah, you tard.
yeah, come on, dude. Shut up, Dad.
Right.
Or Philadelphia Tom Hanks. It's like, come
Ooh.
on, man.
AIDSy, not to mention he's off on an island living it up with a volleyball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, maybe, because the thing is, here's the thing, man, when you're an actor like that, like, it looks good for these guys, but I would imagine Tom Hanks was never home. How
Never.
could he be?
Never
You're gonna
home.
you're filming on location for 4 or 5 months.
Exactly.
And they didn't have FaceTime back then.
No,
Well, on
good
Bosom
point.
Buddies, he also played a transgender or a cross-dresser.
That's right.
Maybe that's
right.
what
Tom
he
Hanks
means.
did.
Maybe when he
Yeah.
was younger, he was off with Peter, the other guy. What's his
Remember
name?
in the beginning of the
Yeah.
pandemic, everyone went nuts because he was the first one to get COVID, and then everyone said that he was a pedophile.
Oh,
Tom Hanks was a
yeah.
pedophile, was going right. It was like so.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, remember, Google Tom Hanks pedophile. It was like,
Vanity is like, no.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
They said Tom Hanks was a pedophile.
No. Allegedly. No.
Oh,
I didn't even-
allegedly.
we don't want to get into Hanks territory.
Tom Hanks is a Greek citizen. They said he was a Greek
Greeks,
pedophile.
they're touchy.
That's what they said. But pedophilia has nothing to do with it. So
I
there
didn't
you go.
hear that at all.
There you go. I regret tweeting that. I was drinking at the time.
Yeah, so Jessica Hill, no relation to Jonah.
But you're right. My dad was an ambulance chaser, and he was never home. So imagine Forrest Gump, Saving
Oh, he
Private
wasn't
Ryan.
around.
He's never around.
But the other Hanks turned out, he didn't say that. The other Hanks.
Who's the other Hanks?
Colin.
Who's Colin Hanks?
He's the cute one.
He's the one
like
that
Is he
looks-
hot?
he
No, I
looks
think
like-
Chet is my kind of guy.
He looks like Tom Hanks.
No, he's definitely no Chet.
I like Chet. Chet, I like it. Listen, if you have a tattoo on your chest, I'm in. That's what Chet has.
Oh, yeah.
And he talks with a Jamaican accent, doesn't he?
Chet Hanks does?
Yeah.
Interesting. And then there's another one, Truman Hanks.
Truman.
Can you play the Chet Hanks Jamaican diatribe that he does? It's. You want to feel uncomfortable?
Yes.
Let's do it.
And he's being dead serious.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's done it more than once.
That was worse than the pedophile headline. Jesus. Also, he's had some chili Fritos. You can tell those lips. Look at that. That was brutal.
And it's not he does it more than that.
Cringy.
Christ.
Cringy.
It's bold.
Bold.
Yeah, you can't. Accents, I mean, little by little, they're going out of style. I think we're in a time, too, where you're not even able to do, like, an Italian accent. Because, like, if you say, like, oh, it's a meatball, nobody cares about that.
No.
But Jamaican or other ones, you can't do Chinese. But I think it's going to start to come where you just can't do them anymore.
But they're great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I mean, it's all funny.
You ever see
what's better than
Bill
an accent?
Hader on SNL when he did that Vinny Viderci thing?
Yeah. No.
So it's Italian gibberish, but it sounds so good because he has the cadence. He's like, and he's smoking cigarettes. He's like, blah, 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 and it's supposed to be Italian.
Pull it up.
And it's really, really funny.
Yeah.
But again, nobody
It's
cares.
white. They're white.
Dude,
you know, it's
how about
okay.
this? I did a podcast. The one time I met Bill Hader, So I had, 10 years ago, right? I had flirted a little bit with Amy Schumer on Twitter.
I remember.
And I DM'd her. I said, let's go out. Like whatever, we were corresponding a little bit. I said, let's go out. I want to buy you some friggin' ravioli tonight. Yeah. That's what I said, right? Then Trainwreck comes out, or one of the movies. What is Bill?
Yeah.
And then Bill Hader's line to her is, let me give you some ravioli. I want to buy you some ravioli tonight. So I said to Bill Hader, I said, Amy wrote the book. I'm sure using experience, whatever.
Wow, how do you like that?
And then I said to Bill Hader the one time I said, hey, that ravioli line? I said, I'm the guy who DM'd her that line. He goes, no, you didn't. I made that up. I was like, all right, Bill. Now I don't like you anymore.
Yeah.
Now I don't like you because it's like, don't be a fucking hack.
You're a hater.
You're a hater.
How about
hater.
You're a Bill Hader.
I'm a Bill Hader.
Damn.
I'm right now. If you're listening, which we know you are, I'm challenging Bill Hader to a celebrity boxing match.
Nice.
Because of the ravioli bit.
I love it.
That's what I'm doing. And Dr. Fauci's the ref.
Wow. Sell tickets to that.
Just to keep safe. Imagine I couldn't even sell that out.
Now, what are the odds you think that he did riff that?
Probably good. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, it's a pretty specific pasta.
Yeah, but why would he lie?
I don't know if he lied.
He's
Maybe
Bill
he just
Hader.
he also didn't know who I was. He might have just been like, I don't know who you are. Get out of my face. That's possible too. He had no clue who I was.
You're like, I DM'd him. Yeah. Excuse me.
Also, it's very kind of out the pocket for me to just come out and bring that up to him. There was no reason for me. It's like, who do I think I want to be known as the ravioli line guy? Like it was a little imposing on me and a little insecure on my part.
Yeah.
But the fight is still up, if you want to fight.
I think we got to make that your catchphrase. Let's put that in cement as yours.
What?
Friggin' ravioli.
Friggin' ravioli.
Yeah, what are you up to? Friggin' ravioli. That's what I'm up to.
Yeah.
The merch,
Say
baby.
for anything.
My merch is going to say friggin' ravioli.
Yes.
Now, Sal's phone just went off. Birth control?
It's Bill
Birth
Hader.
Control. Imagine it's Bill.
Oh my God, the fight's on!
That's friggin' ravioli.
Billy Hader. So how about this? Are you keeping up with it? Julia Fox, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian?
What's the latest?
So Julia Fox is now saying she wasn't in love with Kanye West and used him for the hustle before claiming he wanted her to glamorize their relationship in the press while trying to pursue Kim Kardashian. So Pimp is really the one who first discovered this. Julia Fox is a performance artist and was dating Kanye as art. Right? It's like an NFT. This is like she did like a live NFT dating Kanye, right? Is that what we're figuring out?
The understanding.
Because they're not together anymore now, Julia Fox.
No, and
Kanye.
she said she's preparing a book and she only loves her husband and her child. That's the only people.
Wait,
she
she
has a husband?
She's been married this whole time?
her father and her child. No,
Oh.
she hates the ex, I think.
Got it.
Yeah.
Her dad, not her
dad,
baby's
her
dad.
father, her
wait,
father.
wait. This just came out? Yeah, they're not together, Julia Fox and Kanye West?
They broke up on Valentine's Day.
Julia?
Yes,
broke up?
because Kanye tweeted, "I miss my family."
Well, she's got to give him that.
And also, she came out that it was performance art and I'm writing a book.
Whoa.
But you found this out before it hit the news.
We heard a
Pimp
little
knew about
rumors.
this. Pimp's fucking got an ear out
Well,
you
you
know
look
what?
like-
My last relationship was performance art too.
there. Was it?
Yeah, I wanted someone to dumb me and treat me like shit. It was performance art.
But did
Performance art.
he her?
Kanye?
Okay, well,
hell
who
yeah.
cares? Oh, it's performance art.
Oh yeah,
just in your
that's
hair.
very autistic.
This is like kind of she trolled him with her genitals.
Oh, we're playing fast and loose with these terms
He got
now.
Genital troll.
Is this why you're
Allegedly.
now that's friggin' ravioli.
Dude, this pod is over. I love it.
Oh shit! But what about? I mean, but she wrote online. So everything she wrote was bullshit. How she was into him. How they're like.
wow.
That was according to her. But this isn't her way of saving face. You don't think?
What do you think, Pimp?
And selling a book based on that.
Venetia is shaking her head. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw her with those Birkin bags.
Yeah.
Is that performance
allegedly
art?
the Birkin bags are like $400,000 a bag, and he bought
boy.
10 of them.
What?
Wow.
That's what they say.
What?
Yep.
$400,000 a bag.
That's what they're saying, and he bought 10 of them.
What is in those? What do they make those bags with? How? Disrespectful. If I was a billionaire, I wouldn't buy one of those bags. It's disrespectful
What to who? The little kids in Asia?
to everybody.
I
Does
see.
it come with
to
a little
kids,
Asian
the kids
kid?
making
Well,
it?
they're making it,
To
I
the kids
assume.
making it?
It
Yeah.
comes with one.
Yeah. How much of that
Wow.
$400,000 do you think that kid's making from that bag?
No, I don't know.
What's up here?
Man, he's
No, well, this is Kanye West today. This is
More?
What?
He's going out more. Kanye is he's off the reservation. This is 2 weeks old, this news, by the time this comes out. But just as know that this is happening in real time right now. Kanye West just Instagrammed a video of Pete Davidson from 5-6 years ago on SNL saying this boy thought he could get away with performing this sketch for the team that wrote this for him. This is not harassment. This is payback. That's what he said.
What is the sketch? I don't get it.
He's just making fun of Kanye's mental health issues.
Ooh,
Right.
this is
Years
getting
ago?
ugly.
Yeah, years ago.
He might try to kill him.
This could be Tupac Biggie. I feel it.
Well, we're
Wow.
on Pete's side here. We're the comics, so we Pete, you have your safe haven here. Also, I TT Jerry's been staying over, so Kanye can try to get into this house, but will be executed by TT Jerry.
There you
TT
go.
Jerry will,
Oh my
TT Jerry will protect Pete Davidson. He's on our side, Pete. And he's a Staten Island boy. He's a Staten Island boy. So he's with us.
Kanye might fit in the neighborhood with the MAGA hat, though. You never know.
That's a good point too. That's a good point too. Yeah, that would stump the Staten Island.
Exactly.
Like, MAGA hat.
But he's black.
Yeah.
It's a tough
They'll
one.
go like that.
What do you think? What do you think the public's landing with the feud?
They
I
love
think
it.
most are on Pete's side. I think most, right?
Yeah. Well, he looks
because
so
Kanye
crazy.
looks insane.
He looks
you know?
so nutty. But we've all been there. We've all been a little nutty over an ex.
Yeah, but
kind
I
of
mean,
relate.
this is next level.
What's the worst thing you've done for Nex?
Oh, well, I don't have the followers that Kanye has, but you wait outside the house with the boombox in the rain. Then a movie stole that idea from me. But yeah.
John Cusack, that mother.
Late night calls, drink it up, please come back, and then they play the voicemail on TMZ.
Oh man, when I was at my first girlfriend, first love situation, I was like late high school, early college, and we dated for a few years, and then we broke up. I didn't want to break up. I was heartbroken.
Yeah.
And I was so sad. And I used to deliver pizza. She lived within the range in the neighborhood that I delivered pizza in.
Oh boy.
So when I was done, I went to our house, and I was sad. I was a young kid, and I was sitting outside in the car. I was crying.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I ring the bell? Do I talk to her? And I saw the light was on, so I think she saw me. She came down, and I had a Sony Discman, right? And I'm listening to these sad songs, and I'm kind of crying. And
all my life, I waited for
Casey and
someone
JoJo.
like you. Yeah.
wow, I didn't know you could hold a note.
Hey, thank
No,
you.
Mark's
Thank
very
you.
talented.
Appreciate it.
I forget what the song was. It was really sad though.
Yeah.
I think it was it was an older song than that.
Oh, okay,
It was
okay.
like one of our parents. It was like an older one, what's that song by James Ingram? I've talked about it before. It makes me cry. It's I gave my all, but I guess my all wasn't good enough. Cause here we are back where we were. You know that one?
before.
Seems
Yeah.
nothing's
Yeah.
ever changing.
Ah, I can feel
Back
the
to
pain.
being strangers, wondering if we ought to stay or head on out the door.
I'm pre-coming.
I miss you, Cheryl.
Just once.
You're bringing me back, Sal.
Yeah.
I miss you, Melania. How about this? You should have just got our $450,000 ticket to space. That's how much it costs for Virgin Galactic. Opened up ticket sales to the Pubby Wubby. 90-minute
Wow.
space flight cost you $450,000.
Or get a Birkin bag.
Get a Birkin bag.
That's it.
Your choice. Now, is Kanye? Who's gonna take the space flight? And do we think this is gonna end in disaster? What do you think? I hope not, but it seems possible, right?
It could get ugly. It could be physical. He could show up to where Pete's at and jump
No.
him.
I meant
sorry.
a space flight.
Well, can I bring my service dog? That's the question.
That's a good question.
You couldn't pay me to go on a flight to space
No.
at all. You couldn't pay
Who
me.
do you guys think the first comic in space will be?
First comic in
Hopefully
space.
Cosby. Let's just shoot him up there. He'll sleep the whole way.
Yeah. I think if I had to guess who's gonna go to space, who has to be first?
Maybe Chappelle. He's so
Maybe
grandiose,
Chappelle, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I
Do you have to
see
wear
that.
masks on that plane?
Oh, good question. Probably not.
Right?
Everybody's rich.
Yeah, right. You probably no masks up there.
No.
Chappelle's
And
probably a
90
good
minutes
guess.
is a little like. I mean, I want to go around a little bit.
That's
you know,
quick.
Nah, you would go in?
Can you eat
Someone-
peanuts?
Someone offered to you for free.
Nah, I'm scared.
No way.
I won't
No
even
way.
skydive. I'm a puss.
Yeah,
Hey, there's my ex.
Just once. Oh wait, so she comes out and I'm listening to the thing and I'm crying and I go,
Oh,
I
yeah.
want you to listen to this song. I just listened to it. I just been listening to it. We were dating for years.
Yeah.
And she put it on and she took it off momentarily and she said, "I'm sorry, I don't like you this way anymore."
Oh, and how old were you?
I was like, "Oh, Elizabeth." I was I don't know, 20.
Cut to a
so
video.
you were old enough.
Maybe 19.
This wasn't BS height. This wasn't like little kid
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
No, it's probably
you
like-
weren't 13.
Maybe I was like maybe 19.
Out of high school.
Yeah, we would date for like 15 to like 19.
Oh, that's big
Well,
years.
you were out of high school, but she wasn't.
no, same.
Cut to a video of all the jokers laughing. Disc man.
Florida mom arrested for giving meth to teenage son, but I feel like this is just one that they picked. This happens all the time. I mean, it's
Yeah,
Florida. It's
come
got to
on.
be,
That's
do a
like
little meth.
graduation present. in
Would
Florida.
you do
Meth, you can tell instantly, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's
teeth.
instant. It's like, oh, that's meth.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
It looks like shitty Coke.
Would you, Mark, for at the end of your life, let's say you got what drug would you want to try that you wouldn't try now?
I would try heroin at the end.
Yeah.
You know, just like fuck it. Everybody loves it. I'm dying anyway. Let me feel this.
Euphoria?
Joy. This
Yeah.
euphoria.
What drugs have you done?
Oh, come on. Acid,
Everything?
shrooms, Molly, fentanyl.
What's your most favorite podcast you've ever been a guest on?
The Life is Short pod with Justin Long, my buddy.
Wow, really? That was
Yeah.
a good. You had fun there.
Justin's the best. I had a very nice, pleasant, easy conversation with him. The hour flew by. It was really nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, because you know what it is with Justin is I listened to his episode with Rob Riggle, and he just like digs deep, and he goes like beyond what you expect to hear in an interview show. You know what I mean?
Can we go to the top of that one, buddy? Just so I
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like it a lot. And now, which is kind of cool, he's advertising on our pod, which I
which is
absolutely
awesome.
love.
He talked to Billy Zane about being in the Titanic, his Hollywood career, small role in Back to the Future. That was a great ep. And I like his interview style. He pulls out some unexpected stories. He talks about him being on MacGruber. It's just, it's pretty awesome. Justin Long and I love all his movies. And it's like, the thing is, Justin Long, I think, is one of the most likable people in Hollywood. So you'll love his podcast. It's
Billy
just,
Zane being in MacGruber.
Yes, Billy
Yes,
Zane being in
yes,
MacGruber.
yes.
Sorry. Yeah,
And Titanic.
And the Titanic. And My Dreams.
So Justin's been around so long that the guests that he have on are just a wide variety of guests.
Yes.
So that's what I kind of like too. Like if I'm like, I'm not that interested. Next week I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you got this.
Do me a
person.
favor, go listen to Life is Short with Justin Long on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or you can listen ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app.
We love you, Justin. Watch Life is Short.
All right, Policy Genius, listen, okay? If you're someone out there, you rely on financial support, whether it's a child, aging parent, even a business partner, what do you need? Life insurance, babe. That's what you need. I'm telling you, they're not Policy Genius. They're not an insurance company. They're more like an insurance broker. Okay, they help you shop for the best insurance policies out there, which is huge. It is your one-stop shop to find and buy the insurance you need. Click the link in the description or head to policygenius.com and answer just a few questions. In minutes, you can compare personalized quotes from top companies to find your lowest price. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. Policy Genius doesn't add on extra fees. Since 2014, they've helped over 30 million people shop for insurance and placed over $120 billion in coverage. Policy Genius is your one-stop shop to find and buy the insurance you need. Click the link in the description or head to policygenius.com and answer a few questions. In minutes, you can compare personalized quotes from top companies to find your lowest price. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. The team of licensed experts at Policy Genius will help you understand your options and apply for the policy you choose. The Policy Genius team works for you, not the insurance companies. You can trust them to offer unbiased help and advocate for you at every step until you're covered.
They don't add on extra fees.
Nope.
They don't sell your info to third parties. They have thousands of 5-star reviews across Google, Trustpilot, and since 2014, Policy Genius, which is one word, lowercase g, has helped over 30 million people shop for insurance and placed over $120 billion in coverage. Head to policygenius.com to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save.
You ever do a little blow?
Never done blow.
Interesting.
I don't like
either.
the snort.
Never done. You ever done a little blow? I never.
Come on. Really?
I never done. Anybody ever do any blow?
I won't
here?
do that.
Nobody's ever done any blow out there. They have, and the other room. That's
Yeah.
I'm too scared of that too.
Well, I don't want to get hooked because I think I'll like it.
Yeah,
I've done the
I don't know.
Adderall.
I mean, but I have enough. You got weed, you got alcohol.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with weed and alcohol. I've recently been doing more edibles,
Hey.
and that I like.
That's
I have
great.
a friend. My friend. I just found this out. wouldn't even take a sip of alcohol. Not a sip of alcohol. He was always overweight, 250, 300 pounds. Never a sip of alcohol. He's got a wife, 3 kids. He must be early 40s now. I talked to his brother the other day. He goes, my brother lost about 150 pounds. I said, how? He goes, he's been doing edibles for the last year.
What, don't they make you have the munchies?
Not him. It's just calms him down to a place where he realized like he was overeating because of anxiety, and the edibles brought down his anxiety, and now he doesn't eat.
How about that?
Not me. I eat an edible. I want to eat everything in sight.
Same. Yeah. What do you think, Elton John?
I just get high and eat. That's what
happens.
happens.
You see? There you go.
There was a thing coming out where like somebody like Seth Rogen or what's her name? Blonde comedian. She's like a drunk. That's a whole big deal. She takes out
Chelsea Handler.
There was like she was developing a weed that does not give you make you hungry.
Oh,
it was like a big thing. I was waiting on it.
I don't know.
Interesting. Her and Joe Coy are dating now. Pretty serious.
Could go to 50 Cent to Joe Coy. It's quite
nice.
a drop-off.
I like it. Who's after that? Well, 50 Cent to Joe Coy to maybe she'll make it with Joe Coy. Well, no, I hope so.
He's killing it.
They look. I mean, he does arenas.
Oh my God, he's like a sleeper hit. Like no one talks about him. I feel like, but he's doing.
That's the best way to do it.
Exactly.
I don't want to be in the press and the news. I don't give a crap, dude.
God no.
But I'll make $1 million a night. Justin Trudeau, who now we are finding out, there's rumors going around that Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son.
Woo!
That's the rumor going around the internet that Fidel Castro's mother. And Justin Trudeau's mother and Fidel Castro had an affair, and that's why they think what's happening now in Canada is they think that's, who knows if it's true or not. But Elon Musk just tweeted he compared Trudeau to Hitler because what's happening now in Canada is Trudeau is freezing the bank accounts of some of the truckers up in Canada, which, listen, we don't really get political on Hey Babe, we're silly willy billies, but I will say freezing a bank account that is very, 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 that to me is the scariest thing that's happened in my life.
Right.
Is that they're freezing a major first world country's citizens' bank accounts.
Why though? Why?
Because the truckers won't leave Ottawa, and I think what happened is Trudeau realized, and the Canadian government has realized, that they actually cannot get them out. The police, because a lot of the police and National Guard are like, we're with the truckers. We don't want these mandates.
That's playing dirty.
So Trudeau it's almost like people have said, like, if this was, if we weren't in civilized times, like it would have been like Marie Antoinette. They would have cut his head off, like in the public. Like the country there is like nobody wants because the mandates in Canada are. I mean, it's bleak over there.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot do anything.
Well, they tried everything. They called him alt-right. They called him racist. They called him white supremacist, and that didn't work. So he's going for the bank account, which is kind of the jugular.
And then one of the people in Canada, like a high up news person there, or member of their parliament there, said, if we see any pro-Trump rhetoric on your social media or whatever, we're going to freeze your bank account, or alluded to that. So it's very scary times there in Canada.
Authoritarian, they call it.
A bit of authoritarian, but they're saying it's because Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son.
And you know what that is? That's friggin' rigatoni.
That's rigatoni. I mean, look at that. This is that's the pinky ring. It's a beautiful gift from the Staten Island Mall. People have said I have the hands of an old woman.
I can see that.
Yeah, I do have old lady hands.
Those are like you look like a newborn pig skin. That looks like a fresh little piggy.
Wait, what is that? A McDonald's
like a
cheeseburger?
salty pink.
Oof, look at that.
Same after 5 years. Well, hey, teach me some aging tricks, will you?
I know, dude. I'll rub that on my face.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jesus. Wow. I mean, but to be fair, I haven't eaten McDonald's. I don't think McDonald's makes as much money today as it did 10 years ago.
I don't think so.
Right?
I don't think so.
When's the last time you had Mickey D's?
I don't know. Maybe like in the last couple of years once.
You, Mark?
Well, I get their cone. I love that fucking ice cream.
That's what.
But that's it.
That's it.
I don't eat the burger.
You'll just go in there at McDonald's and get an ice cream and walk.
And I eat it like a homo on Broadway. I'm just walking around with licking that thing, and I love it.
That should be the name of your next special, Homo on Broadway.
That's actually kind of catchy.
I think Mateo.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry. McDonald's sales have soared this year.
Whoa!
Even though COVID restrictions remain in place in many countries,
can't
profits in the
stop,
last 3
Ronald.
months jumped 40% to $1.5 billion.
Wow, you know what it might be? First of all, everybody did edibles, and then you get the Uber Eats. They deliver now.
McDonald's, huh?
You used to have to go in there and feel the shame.
I was going to say, now it's shameless. the Uber Eats delivers to you. Everybody wants it, but I don't want to go in.
Exactly.
I don't want to be caught in a Mickey D's. That's very, very interesting. Wow, smart. Maybe McDonald's called this a pandemic.
By the way, that was 1.5 bill in the UK.
In euros, so
that's not here though. Even
that's $1
right?
trillion in U.S. money.
Now, see, some people are saying Kanye is a genius because he's stirring up all this hubbub because he's got a thing out now, an album.
Sure,
which he is, and he does it all the time. But he trended above the Super Bowl the other day. Above the Super Bowl.
And then look at this. He jumped 1.5 million followers in 3 days.
Above the Super Bowl. Wow.
It is smart what he's doing. Do you think there's any? I don't know. Who knows? Do you think there's any possibility that him and Kim are in on it and they're like, this is to promote albums?
Interesting.
Or that
would be pretty low.
Because she's good at this too, though. She's the other side of the coin who's the best at marketing.
She is.
It's tough. Almost the last 3 podcast episodes, 3 weeks, we've talked about this every show, but it's different things.
Have you guys seen Julia Fox's artsy photos?
Oh, she's a kook.
Yeah, she is. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
is that
nice.
T.T. Jerry?
I was going to say, it looks like him. There it is. There's a McDonald's cheeseburger on the floor.
Holy shit, that's the worst improv troupe ever.
I know. These are the new Impractical Jokers.
I'd watch that. Oh, I'd watch that right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too, actually.
You can't go near that.
hot.
You can't go near that snow. That's
It's
filth.
disgusting.
It's fucking
filth. And you don't pimp. You're a photographer. You can't just snap this in a second. They had to sit on that snow for an hour.
Oh, no, this is posed and the outfits they planned for weeks. I mean...
Right.
But my point is not a quick, get on, get off. They were on that for a long time.
Oh, no. Yeah,
to get the perfect photo.
You ever walking down the city and someone's doing a photo shoot and you gotta wait and you gotta walk between you sorry, but I cringe so much for the person that's posing in the middle of the street. You know what I mean? It's always it's too much.
It's gross.
Even worse is this when they're doing it alone.
I know. What a loser.
God. It just feels so fucking...
When Delilah was 2 or 3 years old, and I didn't even think to get this, but Delilah, we were in the city, and I know I bombed on the Jumbotron 2 nights ago.
What happened?
They put me on the Jumbotron. Nobody cared. But it was fun. One of the players looked at me, and he was like, just gave me a thumbs up. This is the 3rd or 4th time I've been put on the Jumbotron, and no one's cared.
Oh, I was supposed to... Okay.
Boy, Colin Jost looks terrible.
Yeah,
they do. I was asked to go to do. I want to do this because they'll promote. It's all
Beacon.
within the garden.
Yeah.
Beacon Theater, May 14th.
Brilliant.
Tickets are on sale right now, babes.
maybe he's doing 2 shows.
Maybe you don't know. It's up to you guys.
Would you come,
Saturday,
Colin?
May 14th, New York City, Beacon Theater on sale right now.
You have to call
SalVulcanoComedy.com.
and get your tickets like it's 97.
Yes.
Call the venue.
Wait online. Do you ever wait online with a wristband?
No. Did you get tickets?
Maybe you're not in that era.
Yeah, but I also, to be honest with you, here's my thing on this, and no judgment on people do. Me personally, I never want to wait online for anything. The people want to wait online for SNL overnight, sneakers. Not my thing. I can't love a person more than as far as musicians go. I love Whitney Houston. If they brought Whitney Houston back from the dead and she was only doing 1 concert, I wouldn't wait online for the tickets. I'll see it on YouTube.
Wow.
If I would like to walk up and I'd like to go to the venue.
Sure.
I would love to be at the show. I'd pay to be at the show, but I can't wait on a line. I just don't want to do it. Not one part of me wants to do it.
Yeah, I hear you.
I get it, but it kind of makes it sweeter if you score it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You put the work in, and then you
Yes.
feel like, I worked to be here. But I get it. I wouldn't wait.
You guys ever gotten rooked by a scalper?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, that's the worst
My
feeling.
dad did. My dad paid
Same
money
with my
outside the
dad.
garden,
Yep.
and they handed him an envelope, and then as soon as the guy handed him the envelope, my dad the guy started to run away. My dad opened it. It was coupons. And Yeah.
Damn.
How much did he give? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Did you go to the game or event anyway, though? Did you just pay again then?
Absolutely not.
You went home.
Yes.
It's soul crushing.
Yeah. It was money.
Were you mad at your dad or the scalper?
I was mad at the scalper.
Come on.
I felt my dad was hoodwinked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, you could have but looked up at your dad and been like, I mean, aren't you 30
Can
years
you
older
make
than
some-
me?
yeah.
I mean, even I knew it was a
He
scalp.
couldn't
It was
run
a trick.
after him because I was there.
So then it's your fault.
It is my fault.
Do you,
Ouch.
Yeah.
You carry that with you?
I will now.
Yeah.
You know, I people complain to me that people write online and I'll tweet about a show I'm doing. Like, for example, we're doing the Ryman on March 11th.
March 11th, just throwing it out
great
there.
venue.
So I'll tweet that, and some people will be like, "I looked, $225. No way, buddy. Sorry, pal. Too much." And I'm like, My tickets are $65, $55, and $45. These are online internet scalpers. They buy the tickets. Now Ticketmaster lets them resell.
Yeah.
So they're personal people reselling at that level.
Yeah.
And then people think that I'm charging
no
$250 a
control
ticket.
over this.
Brutal.
No, not at all.
I don't respond to them anymore. I'm just like,
Nah,
I don't know what
I
you want me
just
to say,
favored it.
dude. Just, I'm like, absolutely.
Right.
The Tinder Swindler signs with Hollywood
Wow.
agent.
I
launches his own
watched it.
dating
I
show.
watched it.
It's fun,
finally. I
right?
did watch
Is it good? Because I was told to watch, but we haven't gone through it yet.
It's great. He's 5'7", which is even more impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy's
Wait a
getting
minute.
laid.
He fucking signed with an agent? Did you watch it?
No.
Okay, he literally ruined lives of dozens of women.
Yes.
Took all of their money, right? Then he hopped around from country to country. So no country really had jurisdiction since he was always on the move. They didn't apply resources to him.
Right.
It comes out he was a full-on con artist.
Right.
That wasn't his name. He didn't work for where he said he worked for. He swindled all these women out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Went to jail for forging a check for 15 months, got released, is not in trouble for all of that. They still carry their debt. He is released, living the life right now and dating a model.
And he's starting a podcast on
Great
we'll
spiel,
share dating
yeah.
news of those. But why does that surprise? I mean, it's the scum. Hollywood doesn't give a fuck. They don't care.
They don't care.
They'll
They
sign
want-
anybody.
they want the views.
They
They just
want
do
the
it-
views, want the money. They're pieces of shit.
He's doing 2 at the Beacon.
May 14th.
Yeah, who cares?
It's wild now if they glamorize this guy and he gets a dating show.
Yeah.
We are really going to shit.
It's bad.
It's Sal. I don't think we can stop it. It's happening because people will watch the train wreck. It's happening.
It's going to get exponentially worse. What's it going to be like? Are we going to live in Armageddon times in like 30 years?
It's all falling apart.
Well,
We
I
have
feel
no
like-
morals. All these news channels will just tell you any news, just lie. It's all
Well,
over.
I
It's
feel
going
like
to come to a head.
yeah,
every
integrity is out.
movie you watch has got some Armageddon theme.
Yes.
You know, and to me that's like Hollywood may think it's always connected. Hollywood, they
Yes.
think the CIA runs Hollywood.
Right.
It's all connected to get messages out to the people subliminally.
Yeah.
It feels like that where it's
It
like
does.
every movie you see is about some Armageddon Earth.
Totally.
And I'm like, what is going to happen right now, folks?
I know.
Who knows?
Now, when the end does come, what do you do?
Ooh, I think you got to hunker down and move to Staten Island. I
That's
think
what it
that's
is.
it. I'm coming here, man.
Yeah.
you
No,
get
Mark's
some-
going to do a set on the Rubble. Mark would. He would do it. But hey, listen, it's great. I think that there is a turn, though, now happening where
Agreed.
5 years ago, if you would have told me the news is lying to me or the news doesn't get any views, I would say you're crazy. No, it's got to get 50 million and they tell the truth. But now it's like it's common knowledge about
Right.
the media being liar and them getting no views of the Joe Rogans of the world. Or
Yep.
I'm not saying they're the truth tellers, but that's where all the views are.
Right.
Even my mother knows that now. Even my mother will be like, I don't take what they say as fact anymore.
Yeah.
Because
Dangerous.
the curtain has kind of been pulled back a little bit now.
yeah.
Where it used to be we have no way to know if they're telling the truth or not. Are we in
Totally.
trouble? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Who do we
Jazz
believe?
is in there with
Who
the
do
baby.
we believe?
Are we in trouble,
think-
Jazz? Or is that TT? I can't tell. Oh, the food's here.
Oh, the food. All right.
Did you know he couldn't
I see
see
my
him?
baby's foot and beautiful hips.
That's a cute foot.
That is a cute foot. Violet, my daughter.
Are you going to have kids, Mark?
I think I might. Yeah. Once the restraining order goes away, I think I'll do it.
We're going to your wedding.
Yeah.
New Orleans. First time ever going to New Orleans.
Hell yeah,
Norman's
baby.
wedding.
It's gonna be a doozy.
Did I get a +1?
Yeah, I thought you
Fuck
did.
yeah.
Get a couple pluses. Bring the whole gang.
What are we looking forward to? Let's talk about it.
Oh my God! It's in the French Quarter.
Oh.
It's gonna be a bunch of comedians. I got a lot of fun people. The food's gonna be real Creole. We got a jazz band. We got a
Yeah,
rock
baby.
band. We're gonna go out after in the
Anybody
quarter.
going to do a set? Who's going to do
No
a set?
sets. I already got scolded by my friends. So
We could
no
do a
sets.
really nice lineup at the Sanger.
I know.
We
I
could,
know.
and you can pay for the wedding. We could just.
Trust me, I floated all this.
You're going to have heavy hitters there.
I know, big hitter. The lady already pepper sprayed me when I brought it up, but it
Now-
could pay for everything.
But what about the night before, though?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
No, because it's on a Thursday, right? It's not on a weekend. Or is it on a weekend?
It's on a Thursday. I did that so you guys could still do the road after. I'm
yeah.
psycho.
Well, I was going to say, how many of us already called, like, hey, Friday night, we're trying to get this theater, that club,
Exactly.
whatever. We're all trying to just fucking...
So if you guys
Wow,
want
that's
to
a
do
good
it on your
idea.
own, please.
Why don't we do a wedding show on that Friday or Saturday? Your wife will kill you.
Well, maybe I'll do a guest set, but I can't.
Should I see if I can do the Friday, November 11th? Or you're taking off for the honeymoon right after?
No. We'll be there. We'll be
Why don't we
lounging in
do
New
the
Orleans.
Joy Theater?
Yeah, Joy. With Joy we could do, yeah.
It's 1,000
Why don't we
seats.
do
Why don't we
it?
do the Sanger, though?
What's
Sanger's
that one?
better.
The Sanger.
How
That's
many
our
seats is
Carnegie
that?
Hall.
It's like a...
Why don't we do it?
3,000?
Yeah, we'll do the
No,
show.
no.
1, 2, 3. Hold on, Sam?
Yeah, we got Tim Dillon,
Tim
Gillis, Soder. I mean, it's a lot of
We'll
people.
get them all.
Yeah.
A little common theme.
Oh,
White men. Let's
shit.
think of some diversity. Who do we got?
Well,
Maybe
you
I'll
have
fly
me.
down Yamineka. One night.
Yamineka Saunders,
there
folks.
we go.
Florida woman Jasmine Martinez, watch out for the Jasmines, used pandemic loan to hire hitman to murder rival. So they used a PPE loan to murder
That's
the rival.
pretty good. That's
I love
pretty
it.
good.
I think it's a good use of it. It's better than doing that than making fake.
Now, is that
19 cards.
smaller picture the hit in action?
It's got to be the rival.
Whoa.
He was a little
hit in
jealous.
action, yeah.
Oh, is that
Interesting.
Kanye?
Probably. Wow. Yeah. So what did they hit her up for? Withdrawn $10,000 in the days for the shooting after she netted $15,000. Wow, $10,000 for a hit. Not bad at all.
Not
That's
bad.
cheap.
They've gone
That's
down.
cheap. I'd consider. And they hit the 3-year-old kid.
Oh,
Oh, you
and
fucking
the-
piece of shit.
Oh, the gunman actually killed the person.
She killed LaShante Jones, but they wounded her 3-year-old son. You scumbag. Now I'm mad. Because it's like the hit. Like, I mean, obviously it sucks, but who knows what the hell's going on? But you can't hit the kid.
Yeah.
You should get the electric chair for that.
That's tough.
But they didn't kill the kid. They wounded the kid.
Okay, that's a
All
tough
right.
kid.
With government money.
With government money.
Wow.
That's something
Biden's
else.
America.
Blue lives matter. Holy shit.
I saw this today. Attractive people have better immune systems. New research
I
reveals.
thought we all knew that.
I mean,
Yeah.
of course.
That's why you're
the thing
attracted
is-
to them.
The thing is here's the truth to the situation, right? I mean, you say what you want about it, but attractive people will just get more in life in any field,
Of course.
anywhere. And
Further.
you can bitch and moan about that all you want. It's just it's a human condition.
It's the ultimate privilege. We
It
talk about
is.
white privilege, all that. It's good looking is number one.
Genetics lottery. Yeah,
Well, how about
yeah,
this? We learned. Me and Pimp went out to dinner with a like a big time Democratic lobbyist when we did shows in D.C. Thanks for coming out to the Warner Theater.
AOC?
No, well, AOC. He explained to us D.C. how it's like just Hollywood. He said it's Hollywood for ugly people, which we thought is hilarious.
I think
great.
think that's so true.
But what he said was interesting. He said, everyone talks about diversity with race and mainly race. He goes, that's for stupid people. And this man was not white. I think he was Indian. Yeah. He goes, that's for stupid people. He goes, that's to distract the masses. Oh yeah, race, diversity. He goes, that's all bullshit. He goes, the truth is, it's not race at all. He said, what the real diversity needs to happen. He said, every member of the Supreme Court, every prominent position, it's all
Interesting.
nepotism. He said, in the schools, Harvard and Yale. He said,
Whoa.
everywhere you go, you graduate from Harvard or Yale. He said, so it's nepotism is a real problem. He said, because it doesn't matter, black, white, Asian, Chinese. He goes, they don't see any color up there.
Right.
He goes, that's what needs to change. You need to start getting people, because he said, when you get into an Ivy League school, the education is the same at Nassau Community College as it is at Harvard. It's just where you get plugged in life.
It's a
He goes,
club.
and that's the thing that needs. It's nepotism. It's like your private. It's like being part of a country club,
I
but it's
completely
college.
agree.
He said, and that's the thing that ruins the country.
It's all window dressing, too. They just say diversity. Like, you go to these Netflix meetings, and they go, we need diversity. We can't have you host the show. You got to get a black lady in there. You go, all right, but then you look around the room, and it's a bunch of white guys in suits.
Yeah.
I thought you guys cared about diversity. What about you guys?
but it's all like to appease bullshit. But that's what I mean. It
That's
is.
why I stopped watching the Jokers.
It is.
Yeah. Well, you're half Porty, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Cuban, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Cuba.
Yeah, I
no.
checked the box, babe. I checked the box.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you Justin
And
Trudeau's
kinda
brother?
gay.
Is Fidel Castro your father?
I got Fidel in my family.
Do you?
Yeah, Castro's in my family.
What?
The lineage of Castro's in my family.
Uh-oh.
Stop.
How do you feel about trucking?
I'm completely joking.
Because Cuba's such a small place. I was like, wow.
Chris looks like the only Guido magician.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm pulling like sacks of cash out of the hat on fake vaccine cards.
Da.
Yeah, da.
I can make this body disappear. The great rigatoni.
Dad faces jail time for shutting down town's internet to cut kids' screen time. I like it.
Oh, good dad. That's a
The whole
he
town?
cares.
How do you cut down the whole town's internet?
He's got the Wi-Fi
6
router.
months in prison for this?
What?
This has to be Canada.
No.
Did they freeze his?
No.
Oh, a French dad, a little French fucker.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oui.
For disconnect, how do you disconnect the town's internet with a scrambler? Whoa. Where do you get a scrambler?
They should hire this guy. He knows
Yeah,
what he's
really.
doing.
Yeah.
Everyone in the
CIA.
town, it's like everyone in the town went out. Everyone's internet went out.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And then just like put this guy in jail for 6 months. I couldn't order
The
fucking
National
Grubhub.
Frequency Agency. They just make up bullshit agencies,
know,
right?
right?
The National Frequency Agency. Shut up, France. I like France just because of how much they helped in the colonial war. But it's all like we wouldn't have had a country without them. That's just the truth. But I kind of, I've had enough of French people, only speaking French to Americans
Sure.
and being snobby. It's like, just shut up. You know what I mean? Just
Are
shut
you
up.
still upset from eating that snail?
Yeah, I had escargot for the first time ever in DC.
Oof, I
It
wouldn't.
just was butter and garlic, and I
all
don't
it
like
is.
snail. It was too chewy.
You ordered it? Someone ordered it?
No, we ordered it as like a goof.
We got peer pressured.
We got peer pressured into eating it by the lobbyists.
Was it all slimy and disgusting?
slimy
chewy
and gross? I don't want. It's like, and to be honest, it's like you tell yourself it's good. It's not.
It's
you know what I
not
mean?
good.
And it's not
Why is it expensive?
because
it's
French
stale.
French want to act
But
like
why?
assholes.
You got to pull them out of there. It's a special snail.
But it's a snail.
Well, look at lobster. Lobster was slave food, and then
Cockroach
we
of the
just did a little
sea.
rebranding, and
Right,
now
right,
it's
The same thing with avocado. Avocado is like perfect white
Is that
girls
right?
food and health food. For most of in George Washington's times, is a dessert. Avocado's a dessert everywhere in South.
Dessert?
It
Yeah,
is multifaceted.
That's true.
They put
That's
chocolate
true.
on it. They're like, it's like you guys are eating cake for breakfast, but it's like, oh, it's a healthy fat. It's like it'll give you kidney stones.
Did we talk about that? Did we talk about the avocados? It's like the blood diamonds.
Yeah, the blood diamonds in that show.
Avocados are like as bad as blood diamonds.
People
Oh,
get killed over
really?
avocados.
Wars. Yeah.
Wow.
All day.
'Cause these white girls eat their avocado toast. People
That's
are dying.
right. Yeah.
Avo toast, baby.
Damn.
Every time you eat an avo toast,
It's the good fat, though.
it's the good fat.
Like
but
Sal.
somebody loses a life. Over
lo-
it.
Yeah,
I
they
love
do. They
them.
lose a life. In Greece and Italy, snail are often consumed in a variety of meals, and sometimes they are used in sauces and poured over various types of pasta.
Okay.
Later, some started to farm snails to sell them. Yeah, dude. It's
Wow.
dude, you ever go? I went to this place. It was fantastic. It was a candy store in West Virginia. Okay, it was this place called Harpers Ferry, West Virginia, which if you haven't been, is the most beautiful town I've ever seen in my life. It's like you're in
Really?
Jurassic Park. The mountain, it's crazy, dude. Like Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. I can't even explain to you. Google a picture of Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, we got a Downsy model?
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Now I feel better about jerking it.
Victoria's Secret now has a Down syndrome model.
That was a down.
Wow.
Hey, listen, inclusive, and she's beautiful.
She's not bad.
Not bad.
Very pretty.
Are those real or fakes? What do we think?
Well, those titties ain't. That's an old David Tell. That's a David Tell joke.
Yeah,
Not mine.
That's from that's from Skanks for the Memories.
Yeah. Pimp's gonna be wearing those glasses soon, I think.
Wow, there it is. She does look a little like homeless pimp. So
Good for her.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's
Nice.
got. I wonder if she's got strength. Can she lift a car? They're strong people. That's what I hear. It's great. They pay her in crayons. Good for her. All right, we'll cut that out.
No, I say clip it. All right. So what was I talking about? Obviously, you know what this podcast is sponsored by. BetterHelp Online Therapy.
Yes.
Relationships take work. I mean, look at us. We're in a great.
We work at it.
Homoerotic
People say, how do
relationship.
you guys get along? You don't think it's work? We work. We just don't
work
show
at
it.
It's not all about the sex with us. A lot of us will drop anything to go help someone we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well. But how often do we give ourselves the same treatment? Do you give yourself that same treatment, Sally? Babe?
As I get older, I realize that it's important to invest in myself. And I've been
100%.
doing things like self-care, therapy, coaching, and this falls right in line with it because I'll tell you what, it's not always easy to go seek that stuff out.
Yeah.
But when it's right in front of you, why not try it?
You were talking to me about investing in Bitcoin. I said, but what about the Bitcoin in here?
That's right.
And that's what you invested in
That's
now.
right.
And now you're doing so good. And listen, whether it's hitting the gym, making time for your haircut, or even trying therapy, you, my friends, are your greatest asset. So invest the time and effort into yourself like you do for other people. Okay? Now,
Yeah, and I do. I do take therapy,
You do?
and I think it is like going to the gym for your mind. I think
It
it's a
is.
necessity. I think that people who think it's there's some type of stigma with it, that's completely antiquated thought.
Yeah.
Everybody should do it. It's mental health.
BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. And Hey Babe, listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/HeyBabe. That's BetterHelp.com/HeyBabe. Oh, come on, baby. You know we love to eat. What do we like to do? When we're eating food, when I say let's order some lunch, what do you automatically say to me?
DD, babes, DoorDash.
DoorDash. It's the only one. I'll say, what do you want to eat tonight? Maybe you want
favorite app on my phone.
It literally, DoorDash, I mean, it's the only app on my phone. It's like the color's wearing off because I'm constantly hitting it. I love DoorDash so much.
You get what you want to eat right now, right to your door, along with restaurants you love. You could now get groceries. That's a big one. Other essentials delivered with DoorDash. You get drinks, snacks, household items, all in under an hour. Craving late night snacks, ice cream. Forget one thing for dinner, or maybe you just need to stock up for the week. DoorDash, you could do it all with the app.
They got 300,000 partners. Dude, you can get Cheesecake Factory DoorDash to your house. Also Popeyes and Chipotle, but Cheesecake Factory, DoorDash right to casa.
You don't have to go to the factory anymore.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 25. For a limited time, our listeners can get, thank you, 25, that's 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter the code HeyBabe. That's 25% off, up to a $10 value and zero delivery fees on your first orders when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code HeyBabe. Don't forget, that's code HeyBabe. 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject change, terms apply.
The most beautiful place you ever been to, West Virginia.
Google Harpers Ferry, West Virginia.
Yes.
No, because this is all about marketing, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. First of all, they went. Look at this place.
You doing
whoa!
Oh my
it looks
God!
like medieval. It looks like you're in frickin' Switzerland. You're in West Virginia.
Yeah. What would you do? A gig there? Or?
No, actually, yes. I had done a gig in a part of Virginia, and when we were coming up, the guy who hosted the gig was like, you're going to pass right by Harpers Ferry. You know, you love history. He said it's where Robert E. Lee first came on the scene, and this guy John Brown, who was like big in the Civil War with Kansas, and so
he was also on the White Rapper Show. John Brown.
On the White, yes. So Harpers Ferry, though, they have a candy store in there where they make candy the way it tasted in colonial times, and it is disgusting. Yeah,
I thought you said delicious.
True treats history. I went in here, and it's cool, but a candy to them used to be to catch live, like grasshoppers, kill them, put chocolate all over them, chocolate bugs.
Whoa.
That's what they would eat. But there was no sugar. The way we have sugar now, it wasn't invented yet then. So the thing is like, if they ate like a piece of candy today, if somebody, like, they might die. Like their system, it might be poison to their system.
Right.
Because it's just chemicals coming at them and their heart might beat too fast and they'll have a huge heart attack. But
wow,
this is, it's an interesting thing. And then West Virginia, everyone's like, oh, West Virginia, you hicks. I learned there in West Virginia, when they changed.
Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah.
My home. So West Virginia, what happened is in the beginning of the Civil War, North versus South, they were fighting with the South. The Civil War, the West Virginia was fighting with the South. They wanted slaves or whatever. And then West Virginia said, you know what? We changed our mind in 1863. They said, you know what? We're secede. We don't want to actually fight for the South anymore. We're going back to the North. So Lincoln,
God, I had a friend like that in high school. No,
I know. Slave, no slaves. What is it? so when they went back to the North, Lincoln brought them in, and Lincoln said, you come in. No problems. We're not gonna hold this shit against you. Come in, fight with us.
Yep.
And obviously, slavery's outlawed. So that's it. It became a free state. It became a union state. And then with that, the Confederacy started a big slander campaign against West Virginia, saying you hillbillies, you fuck your brother, you fuck your sister, you're the dumbest
That's
people.
where that came from?
None of it is true. West Virginia actually 1 year, I think in the 90s, produced the most Ivy League graduates in the country came from West Virginia. This whole idea of them being these hick idiots is not true at all.
I love it.
Slander, baby.
See, this is not new, this whole internet headline bullshit. It's all been going on. We just have the internet now.
No, the first thing never go viral. It was a lie. The Declaration of Independence, fucking lie. Thomas Paine, this guy made Common Sense. It was the first thing go viral. He made up bullshit to try to get the revolutionary soldiers to stick around.
There you
go.
He
made up bullshit. He's like, yeah, let's go freedom from England. And they were like, what, freedom from England? We're just fighting to get represented in Parliament in Britain. They were like, no, you want to be free, don't you? And they're like, all right, fuck it. And it went viral. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, we're like, we want to be free from England.
Right.
Most of the people at that time were like, why would we want to be free from England? They didn't want that at all. They got lied to.
How do you collectively, as a state, decide you're going to switch from the South to the North? Back then, as people just like, are we doing this? Are we going to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a collective change of opinion
Well,
in basically the bit, like that's a big deal
Well,
to
I
be
think-
one way and then
I think President Abraham Lincoln at that time was offering them money too. He was offering said money and forgive their debts. They won't, like they will be able to actually, you know what I
so
think?
they bought the racism out of them.
Well, no, I think the little caveat, a little baby caveat is that when West Virginia went back to the North, even though they were a Northern Union state, I think they let some, like the really rich, I think they let them keep their slaves. And they were like, don't look at that. But I think that's what's the thing for Lincoln. Yeah, because the South, by 1863, it was pretty fucking clear the South was getting their asses handed to them.
Sure.
Because a lot of people think it was a fair fight. It wasn't. It was like 500,000 Union soldiers versus like 80,000 Confederates. It's just the Confederates and the South, still to this day, were the best soldiers. Like
Really?
10 times better soldiers. I mean, even today, when you would go to war, who is it? It's all fucking crazy. It's all the South that fights.
Sure.
So they were the fighters back then as well. But
I
we
see.
were like guys, we were bankers, guys in the closet, fucking Sherman's March to the Sea, Tecumseh Sherman, his March to the Sea, he was a fucking banker. He literally was a banker.
You will be tested at the end of this.
Yes.
I know, I'm learning a lot here.
That
This
guy
is
was fucking
fascinating.
owned a bank in San Francisco. He was he was queer. He was LGBTQ.
How
do
do
a
you
history podcast.
retain this?
have all-
How do you retain it?
I'm wearing a top hat.
He's got it all in there.
I got it all,
He's a
baby.
buff.
I have it all except happiness.
We'll get you there.
All right. Well,
Speaking of
that's why I do shrimp.
happiness, I'm happy for Tom Brady.
I'm happy for Tom
What happened
Brady
with
as well.
TB?
Well, Tom Brady, they won the Super Bowl.
Last year they won.
Last year they
Yeah,
won.
in
It-
Tampa,
in-
which is where he played. He was the oldest guy in the NFL. Took it home.
Took
Look
it
at
home,
that.
and I'd be remiss if I didn't
Jeez.
mention Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
for all he did.
Took
And
a
also
loss.
this year, Matthew Stafford, also in his home stadium, Los Angeles Rams.
Won the
they
Super
won
Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And
Hats
I remiss
off.
if I didn't mention homeless pimp lookalike Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Of the Cincinnati
They're a
Bengals.
scrappy team. They have a bright future ahead of them.
That's what it is, baby. Who's your team, Norman? The Saints.
Saints. Go Saints.
Go
Yeah.
Saints. Great unis, black and gold.
Good uniform, bad team.
Good. It's so funny because you got the New Orleans Saints, cool uniforms, cool team, and then the Pelicans is the basketball team. The
Well, we
Pelicans.
had the Jazz, which makes sense because it's New Orleans, birthplace of jazz, and they went to the whitest fucking city on the planet.
know.
Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
Utah, it should be the
Hysterical.
Utah polygamists.
Yeah, exactly. The Mormons.
You ever go to growing up? Were you old enough when you used to go to like the what's that, Mardi Gras?
Oh, Mardi Gras was great. I never went to a Saints game as a kid or a Jazz game or a Hornets game. My parents didn't believe in any of it.
But you participated in the Mardi.
Mardi Gras was free, and it would just walk down the street. So we'd get drunk as youths and catch beads and make out. It was great.
All that stuff.
It was a great magical. You got 2 weeks off school for Mardi Gras. As a
In
kid.
New Orleans?
Shut down.
I
The
mean,
schools.
it takes over the whole city. It's the biggest deal. And
But
kids are drinking and making out. You can drink outdoors there.
Unbelievable.
Still to this day, you could drink outdoors.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to, because Mardi Gras, was it canceled because of COVID last year?
Yeah,
was.
that was the first I've ever
Is
seen.
this the first year it's back?
Oh, it's back, baby.
When is it? Easter? When is
Yeah, around then. Fat Tuesday.
when is
Yeah.
Fat Fuck Tuesday?
It ends on Lent, so I guess it's around Easter.
Got
It's
it.
2 weeks long.
My first Mardi was 3 Mardis ago.
Yeah.
I went and I got to go on a float and everything.
Whoa!
Yeah, and it was something else.
It's a wild time. You got to drink because it's an excursion.
Yeah,
How do you
I
get on a
was
float,
day.
Sal? Connects, or how do you get on a float?
What do you mean connects?
Like, do you have to
Oh.
know somebody to get on a float? Do you have a float connect?
I have the guy.
You have a float guy?
I have the guy from Mardi Gras. The
You
connect.
ever been on a float in Mardi
Harry
Gras?
Connick Jr.
I've never been. It's a big deal.
Oh, Harry Connick Jr. is a
He
person
gave us
of
our own
Brady.
float.
Whoa! He's
And
the king of New
in
Orleans.
his parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went right with him. I was with
Do you
him.
remember what was it? Endymion? Was it Bacchus?
It was Bacchus.
Oh, Bacchus.
It's the biggest one. The last one.
Bacchus.
It's Bacchus. It's
That's
his, yeah.
that's the best one.
That's the big one.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What- now,
Look
what
I
are
at
you
got the
saying?
medallion hanging on my tree at Christmas.
What's Endymion and Bacchus now?
They had the different parades
Different
that they
parades.
do. Every night there's a different head parade leader or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have there's not one
The
parade.
Grand Wizard?
Yes, exactly.
There's not one parade, which I didn't realize. There's
I didn't
so
know that,
many parades.
Hundreds. They
You
go
got to go
different
to a
parts
good
of the
one.
city. You
But the main one is down this French Quarter, right?
Oh,
Like,
Yeah. Well, Endymion is the biggest, I think, and that goes all through the whole town.
We went. It was hours on that thing.
It's hours.
And we had people, handlers. We had boxes of the beads.
Yeah.
Going, so drinking, dancing. Then we pulled right into the convention center.
Yes.
Everybody in there is in tuxedos.
Wow, this is my dream as a child. You got to live it.
It's unbelievable. We pulled through, and they're paying like crazy money a ticket a table.
Yep.
And the circuit, the parade goes right through them eating dinner. Then
Yeah.
you park in the
They
convention
don't
center.
even look up.
You park in the convention center. He pops out, gets on stage, full concert.
Oh,
Full concert.
Wow.
In the middle of it all. And I'm leaning on the piano.
Wow.
Swear.
HCJ.
It was unbelievable.
Holy
Shout out
shit.
Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah,
man.
he's the best.
He's our prince. He's so handsome. He acts. He plays music. Black
He's
people
the
know
king
him.
of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's up. Drew Brees was for a minute, but it's always Connick.
It's always.
Nice.
Ellen won't claim us. She's from New Orleans, that fucking lesbian. She won't give us a shout-out. And then she got canceled.
There it is.
She doesn't rep?
No rep.
Really?
Yeah.
12th night. Oh, on January 6th is when it was. The traditional. That's what they should have said. We thought it was Mardi Gras.
We were parading.
The traditional beginning of Mardi Gras is January 6th of this year, with the first parades. Events slowly escalate until Fat Tuesday itself, but the celebrations go on anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, depending on when Easter falls.
So you kind of let the first ones trickle out. That's the weird stuff, the riffraff, and then by the end of it, the last 2 weeks are bananas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's great.
One time in Atlantic City, I was there, and they had the Miss America parade, but it's the parade that they go down the boardwalk before the actual Miss America event. All the representatives from each state do a parade where they show their feet. It's like the Miss America feet parade. They have to show their shoe. Yeah, Google Miss America parade in Atlantic City. They have to show their foot. See?
Sounds more like the OnlyFans parade.
I know, and we were there. I was there, and they were like, "Show us your feet!" Like they would like yell, and they'd be like, and the girl, and then they go nuts. And there was this one guy. He literally tried to I guess attack like one of the states. Like tried to just grab her shoe, and he got fucking fully arrested in front of us. He was like that guy from Something About Mary.
Right.
He's like just getting the shoes. It was, and we didn't even know. I was just there to I was just there. I'm doing a show. I guess I don't even know why I was there. And we were like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
And it was that parade, dude. It is the weirdest tradition where they just kick their shoe up and these guys go nuts. Guys had boners all around. Ask Jasmine, she was with us.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Visible boners.
Visible boners, and they scream
Over footwear.
when it's like because they know how to play it. The girls, like Miss Kansas will be coming and they'll be going and they'll do like that. And they'll go like that, and they're like, come on! Like they'll start yelling, come on! And then they go like that, and they go, ah! Like it's a touchdown, and then they'll just like kick it up like
it's
that.
just a shoe. It's not even a
but
foot.
they go crazy. They wear like all these. It's the craziest tradition.
foot.
It's like
Okay.
the Show Us Your Shoes parade. That's the name of it.
Wow.
Show us your shoes, and the guys go, show us your shoes. It was no. I'm not making any of this up. This is if you've been there, you know. If you're from AC, we just walked into. We had breakfast at one of the hotel breakfasts, and went to just go on a walk.
Yeah.
And we were like, what is this?
That's
So we
wild.
stayed and we were like fascinated by it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like a leg high.
The guys, they snap. They go crazy. If
Fascinating.
you have a foot fetish, this is the place to be.
Who gives a shit about shoes? Yeah.
No, they love it.
Well, now
All right.
Chris's house alarm keeps going off, by the way, and we
Yeah.
wanted some advice on how to deal with intruders.
Yeah.
in your
Every
home.
My house has been broken into more times than anybody.
while you were in it,
A couple times,
in
yeah.
the middle of the night, like.
A lot of middle of the night. We had a big alarm system.
In New York?
No, in New Orleans.
Oh,
Growing
yeah.
up, my neighborhood was so bad. We had all these horrible break-ins, but, my dad would go down with a baseball bat. But we were broke, too,
Well, I did.
and that was the crazy part. Like, everybody would break into our house and be like, well, this looks like my house. You know? But we were the white family, so everybody thought we were loaded because we had a big house.
Did your dad or you ever have to like come face to face with an intruder and deal with it?
One guy was shit-faced, and he kept coming and banging on our door, and my dad was like, all right, as a family, we're going to have to tackle this guy and beat the shit
Oh
out of
my
him.
God!
And
Oh my God!
So we're like, okay, here we go. And, I was 14. My brother's 16. My dad's got a bat. And we go out there, and it was a Girl Scout. So we almost beat the shit out of her.
She wouldn't
It would have been funny
stop.
if you found out at the end. You already beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, no, we killed her.
Turn her over. He's
Yeah.
like, oh.
We got those trefoils, though.
That's like Sergio Chacon, good friend of the show, guy works with me on all the road dates. Sergio Chacon, tatted up, Puerto Rican
Sure.
boxer,
He can
guy
scrap.
who's not scared of anything. He was telling me the story. Across the street from his apartment, he was looking out the window. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. He hears like a glass break, like psh, whatever, and he's like, so his apartment's all on one floor. He goes, looks out the window. He's on a ground floor apartment, so he's looking. He like peeks through the window. He sees this woman. Like who's like on like she looked like she's like possessed by Satan. He said she was like all crazy, like boogie on or whatever. He said she was doing this thing where she was just staring like out a window, just staring with a hammer, right?
Whoa.
This is 3 o'clock in the morning. God, she's just staring with a hammer, right? She tries to like get in to like this window. Like he said she would try to get into the window, open it, and then just step back. And then just look out the window. Try to get open. And then finally, she starts walking down the street backwards. Like literally backwards, going, He said, Sergio said that's the only time in my life where he was like, if she would have come running towards my apartment, I would have left and I would have ran away and left my family alone. He's like, because he said it was like demonic. He's like, it's the only time I ever saw like a demonically possessed woman. Even him telling me the story, I like get like goosebumps because he's like, dude, I was terrified. And for a guy like Sergio to be terrified, it's got to be. I mean, it's either that or the police.
Sounds like PCP or something.
Probably was.
I used to live in not a great neighborhood in Staten Island when I was little.
Is that the name of it? Not a great neighborhood?
Yeah. Not a great neighborhood.
I never heard of that town.
And we lived actually downstairs from my grandparents, right? And one time my mom was going out at night, and this was back when you had to like actually call a cab company.
Right.
So me and my sister are downstairs. My grandparents watched us. They were upstairs. My mom calls the cab company. Cab comes, beeps, right? So my mom's like, all right, guys, I'll see you in a little while. This one will be home. Kisses goodnight. She goes to walk outside, opens the door, and then as she's opening the front door to the house, down the steps, it was like we were up like a lot of steps outside. The cab drives away. So she's like, what the hell? Like, he just beeped. She's like, what the hell? So she gets back out. She calls the cab company. She's like, yeah, I called a cab. The guy beeped. I was out there in under a minute, and he drove away. And she's like, what's the address? And he goes, no, some guy ran out of that house and got in the cab. Whoa. So we had a foyer before you get in the house. We had a foyer.
Wow.
And I guess somebody was in the foyer trying to come into the house, and when the cab beeped in front of the house, he knew that the cab was waiting for someone, and he ran out, jumped in that cab, and said, take me somewhere. She goes, no, a guy is in that cab right now, and he came out of your address.
Oh my God.
Isn't that
Lucky
wild?
for him. That's a gift from God for the burglar.
I know,
Like,
but the foyer was like, let's say this is the foyer, this is the door outside. Our rooms were right on the other side of that glass.
The kids' rooms.
No, it was my mom's
God.
room, but it was also like connected to like the living room thing, and we were right there, but there was shades down.
You didn't hear a thing.
A thing.
Holy
scary,
shit.
right?
We got broken into probably 3 times in 2 weeks. It was getting really bad. They were taking the TV, the bikes, all the shit, and they would tear your house up. That's the worst part about a break-in is they look for stuff.
Yeah.
So my dad said that's enough. He called the cop station. The cops sent 2 guys down. They're like, we're gonna sleep in your kitchen for the night, or not sleep, but stake out in the kitchen, and we're gonna catch these guys. So I'm 10. I'm like, this is exciting. I'm upstairs. I'm all excited. I'm thinking I'm gonna come downstairs. They're gonna cuff these 2 guys who keep breaking in, whoever it is. I come downstairs like 7 a.m. The cops had left. They ate everything in the fucking kitchen. We got robbed again. The fridge was empty. All the cereal boxes were turned over. The Pop-Tarts, they got it all.
They got it all.
Yeah.
And then nobody ever. That's hilarious.
Did you get robbed in the city for a bunch of cash?
Many times, yeah.
Jesus, dude.
3 times in a year got bugged in the
God.
city.
Wow.
I mean, it was my fault, not to victim blame, but I was in a blackout every time.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was just like the white guy in Brooklyn, like bouncing off the walls, drunk and
Easy target.
easy. I was a sitting duck.
Did someone crawl in your apartment? I thought I heard
Oh
something.
yeah, that was in the village. That was in the village. Yeah.
Someone crawled in.
Somebody opened my window on the 2nd floor in the 10th Street in the West Village, and nothing was gone, but I had a big drawer full of cash.
Same thing happened to me.
Get out of here. Every night after sets, I just throw 20s in, 50s, 100. And I was like, one day I'm going to deposit that, and I can't wait to see how it is. Over years, it was about $6,000. I had a knife in there. I had shrooms. I had weed. I had some pills. I had
All in
variety-
one same drawer. Right?
I love a cool guy drawer, you know. I had a slingshot and some porn, you know. And he just scooped all the cash up, took the slingshot and the porn, and got out of there.
Yeah,
Wow,
I came
what
home
a
from.
scumbag.
I got off the bus.
It was
to
Gary
come home.
Veter.
I got off the bus, came home from high school one day, and the cops were in front of my house, and the door was pushed in.
Yeah.
And my dad, I went in, and I'm like, what happened? He's like, they robbed the house. I'm like, who? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, would they take everything was turned over on all the floors? The only thing they took was cash out of the drawer in my room.
That's it.
And I was
They
in
knew
high
where it
school.
was.
They
Drug
threw all- No, they
addicts.
threw all the things. And then later on, my dad, we were investigating who did it, and he had a disagreement with the neighbor. And we have it on good authority that the neighbor paid someone to break in and rob the house.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. They caught my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did a fucking fingerprint thing. They got one print. Months later, the guy robbed someone on the Upper West Side, matched the print.
Wow.
Yeah, but they took cash, so he can't get it back.
Did you find anything out about him?
He was like a 56-year-old black guy. He was old.
Right.
But he must have been pretty agile to get in my window. He had to climb the fire escape and do all that shit.
And he must have maybe he would watch you at the cellar and knew what you were doing.
I know. I posted my dates. I was like, maybe he's a follower, but but my window is right next to the bed. It was a tiny apartment, and he came in through the window, so he had to step on my bed. And every night I'd hear a tree branch. I couldn't sleep for like 6 months because it fucked me up.
Terrible.
Yeah, the violating. It's so violating.
Yeah, I feel violated right now.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you some money.
Plugs.
Thanks.
Oh, geez, yeah. I'm at the Beacon, 2 shows. No, what am I doing? MarkNormanComedy.com. I'm all over the place. I got a ton of new dates. We're doing a theater tour. We're cooking. Check out the website. We Might Be Drunk. Tuesdays with Stories. Out to Lunch on YouTube and Netflix. Half hour, whatever.
Marky Norman.
Praise
There you
Allah.
go, babe. You got dates?
Yes, ChrisDComedy.com, folks. We got March 4th at the Royal Oak in Michigan, Detroit. March 5th, Gramercy Theater, New York City. 2 shows, taping the comedy special there. Really appreciate if you guys came. March 11th with the Babe at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. Then March 18th and 19th. I am in Portland and Seattle, and March 25th, the Wynn, Las Vegas.
Oh,
Wow,
my God.
You know your dates, bro.
All right, well,
baby.
let's
Go
say
on
May
there.
14th at the Beacon again because you can't say that enough.
Can't say it
March
enough.
12th, the day after the Ryman, I'm in Chattanooga. Come see that. April 15th, Louisville. April 16th, Evansville. April 23rd, Tulsa. April 24th, Oklahoma City. June 10th, Rochester. June 11th, Syracuse. June 17th, Milwaukee. June 18th, Minneapolis. June 24th, Hampton Beach.
I'm thinking live pod at Harpers Ferry, huh?
Oh, very nice.
There it is.
SalVulcanoComedy.com. This has been...
Hey, babe.
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake, don't run away